Hey,
Hi.
hey, I want to introduce everyone to Nevo. Am I saying that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
And he is a guest today, and he's also a customer. He's our first customer and guest. We're very excited to have him. He works for Cloudinary, which is based in Israel, and he's going to show us some use cases and also how they combine Cloudinary, which is a free service. Correct me if I'm wrong in anything, which is a free service for embedding videos making Heatmaps. We'll explain what that is later. And yeah, we're excited to have you. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, just about Cloudinary. Cloudinary is also, like you say, based in Israel, and we are image services provider and also many videos and other platform. The use case that I will present today, it's about how we built using Cloudinary service. We built with Vizlib object. We built Heatmaps, but Cloudinary had a lot of features around video and image, how we can transform it and delivering fast to our customer. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, I mean, you told us that you thought coming on it was kind of like a closed space, and we invited people. But you reached out to us, and we're very, very glad that you came out and you asked us to join because we're happy to have guests and we're happy to have customers tell us about their use cases. So thank you for reaching out, and we just want everyone to know this is totally open to anyone who wants to join. Just send us an email. Our contacts are everywhere. And yeah, Appy Hour, we can Vizlibify something. So we can take an app, make it Vizlib. We can show off your business use cases and how you use Vizlib, or we can just build something from scratch. If there is something that you love and you want to teach people, or you have tips and tricks, yeah, come on the show. We'd be happy to have you, and we're happy to teach others. Awesome, great. Do you have a drink? It is Appy Hour.
So for you, it's like early morning, but for
Yeah.
me, it's like afternoon. So I'm drinking beer. This is a Israel beer. So it's
Oh,
called Malka, which is Queen. And yeah, this is like afternoon Thursday. So this is typically what I'm drinking in this time.
lucky. I've got some orange juice today. Again, I love orange juice.
Yeah.
Awesome, great. Yeah, we can get started. And why don't you share your screen and run us through what we'll be talking about?
Yeah. So share screen. Okay. So can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. So today I will present basically two use cases, how we used a Vizlib object in Qlik Sense for some of our process inside Cloudinary, which help us a lot to empower our user engagement. First, visually, when it's look much more better that what we can gain from just using the Qlik Sense object. And second, and mostly about the functionality that we can embed inside the Vizlib. I think that one of the most strong reason that we are using Vizlib it's that it gave us many options and many functionality that we can embed inside our object, like HTML, JavaScript, and if we want to implement like a Google chart, or, for example, so we can do it, and it gave us flexibility at the most highest point. So, so the first one was a use case that we had about how new users are engaging with Qlik. Cloudinary is a tech company. Most of the people are coming from a technology background, but not all of them are familiar with Qlik or familiar with BI tools. And we understand that there is a gap that we need to explain to them how they can use Qlik in just few actions, how they can answer a business question that they need. So we thought about making our own video tutorials about the use cases. So we recorded around 100 video tutorials, and then we thought out how we can provide them to the user in the most easy way. And then we figure out that the most efficient way to teach them how to use Qlik via video tutorial is embedding those video tutorials inside Qlik. We'll build a really easy application that just presents the video tutorial inside a table that they just can scroll and filter and find whatever they want. So I built here really a simple application. Some video that I upload to my cloud. Like Jane said before, Cloudinary is a free service for media and video management. So I just create a cloud account for myself, and then I just upload a few videos. So this is the URL for each video. We have a identification for each one, and also we have a description.
These are some funny descriptions.
Yeah, that description for a website that I took, but we also have tags. So this is a very simple data model. So I just want to show you how you can take really a bunch of video tutorials in few seconds and just create it like a video gallery. So awesome. This is a Vizlib table.
Okay.
We are using, I think that around 95% of our apps are containing Vizlib library. And we are starting to work also with the Vizlib collaboration. We start with the free tier, and we are just purchased a collaboration service, so our user can also use the right back table and other functionality that you have there.
Okay, that's great.
So I will take so we have here the video, and we have also the description, and
so I saw that the videos you had links. Is there an easy way to get those links, and how are those generated?
Those links?
Yeah.
So basically, like I told you, Cloudinary is a free service.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just create a dedicated cloud for this session, and I just go into the media library, which is like it's like a cloud storage, and then you can see this is all the asset that I have. So I have like image, and also I have MP4 videos, and each one of them I upload using this upload widget, when I can just drag and browse between the file that I have on my computer. I can also go into the web and just fetch any link that I want, and just get it into my library in a few seconds.
Okay.
So
when you upload a video, what file type or what format does it have to be?
Well, Cloudinary supports a lot of video formats. The most common are MP4, and we have also other type of video, but MP4 it's the most common in my cloud. But we are supporting a lot different type of video file type, and also the one of the Cloudinary strength is that it allow you to say, okay, I just want to present to the customer the most relevant file type by the quality, so it will be fast, it will reload fast. So this is one of the capability that Cloudinary provide to the user. So you can just say, okay, this is the video, it is an MP4, but you can also present it as a, I don't know, other file type of video that the user based on his browser or his platform that is the most efficient way to present. So all the link that you see in the Qlik application are from my media library, which is my cloud storage.
Okay, great.
So
you generate a link and you throw it in here.
Yeah. So first, this is a table. One of the features that I most like about Vizlib is that you have a lot of pre-custom table template. So I just select. This is not really look good on our screen, but let's pick this. I think it will be better. Yeah. Okay. So and also I can just go and upload my template and also publish to my colleagues. So it's really useful to me when you have a couple of people that work on the same environment, so we can share templates. So it's pretty cool. So since the ID, it's not really something that the user will be interesting in, so I just remove it. And one of the things that I would like to do is just present the URL as a link and not as a just a. So I will take a URL, and since it's a link, this is a text. Oh, I will this. And one of the cool thing that you can present it as a URL and just to video. So you can see it in here.
Oh, so you don't actually have to paste in a URL. You can just give them the field, which is already a URL.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can remove that. And now for the, let's say, the most, let's remove the tag for now because it's creating a duplicate. So this is the public ID. The public ID is like the file name. So I just want to create a video. So one of the Cloudinary has a lot of blog posts around how you can embed video player and other widgets. So this is one of the blog posts that I used. It told you how you can embed a Cloudinary video player as an iframe. So I just copy it to my clipboard.
Okay.
And like I said, one of the key things that we love about Vizlib is that it gives you the ability to embed iframe and HTML and stuff like that. So I will, and this the thing that get the public ID. As I mentioned, so So it means that every time it will provide the video player from my cloud, it will take the public ID, and now I will make it as an HTML, and
Okay, so just to recap, well, you can upload a video into Cloudinary, so then it gives you a link, so it will generate a link. So then you can have that link as a data set, put it into Qlik, and then what you can do is you can add a Vizlib table. Then one of your fields is that link, and then also the next one, so Cloudinary also generates an iframe. So in one column you can have the link, in another column you can have the Cloudinary generated iframe, which you can then post in, and it will create a little player for whatever video that you have uploaded. Okay, that's great.
Yeah. So since something wrong with my iPhone, 1 second, I guess.
That's okay. This is live, so this tells people this is live. This is how it is. Sometimes, you click on something, you miss a letter, and then everything breaks. But as soon as you find what letter you're missing, it works again.
I have a backup, so I think that I just erased the cloud name, so and voila.
Okay.
So now it's worked. So now what we can see is just each row presenting this video preview. So we have a cityscape of Manhattan, and then we can scroll so we can see it like a table, but you have a real-time movie. So think of that each row, it's like video tutorial that your user can just go and see. And so this is something that really really helpful and really nice to do, because it's like I said, 5 minutes to implement it. And one of the things that we add also that help a lot to our user is to add tags to the video, because it's helped them to understand. So, okay, if I'm looking for so this is like a network technology. So if they're looking for something around technology, so they can just filter around keywords and just present them the most relevant tutorials. So as I showed before, we have tags. So each video had different tags. So again, one of the things that we love, it's that we can just embed HTML. So this allows you to concat the tags that we have with just a tag icon that I also have from my cloud. So it will be it will be this one. So it will be like every tag will have a small icon next to it. So first of all, I will remove and just present it as an HTML.
Joe just gave us a great suggestion, because me and Joe were making an app about Appy Hour. So we're thinking it would be great to be able to put in a little video, embed a video of whatever Appy Hour we're talking about in a table in our own personal app. So this is great. We're learning something new, and we're thinking of new things we could do.
Yeah, and great. I like that you already like my suggestion. So so now we have, for each movie, we have the tag, so we can what we can just do now is just paste here a filter of all the tags that we have. So when user came in and just go and say, okay, I want to look on a video that show Manhattan, and let's say try to be beautiful, and it will filter only the relevant video for him. So, yeah.
Awesome. Great. So this you can use the tags as kind of like filters.
Yeah. So one of, as I said, we are using mostly Vizlib library, but we are also starting to use Vizlib collaboration. One of the use case that we thought that will be very good to our user is just, okay, so you think about a good tag that you want to add to a video. So we'll have the right back table and say, okay, so this is something that you can just suggest, and the next user will enjoy it as a just additional tag.
So for these tags, how do you come up with them? Is it automatic? How do you give these videos tags?
Basically, for this, since it's like a sample, I just scan the description and find the most relevant word that
Okay.
describe the movie. But again, I think that if we are presenting for business use case, so we can have one tag. We have around 70 application in production. So one of the tag can be the app name, and one of them can be the dimension, and one of them can be the measure. So this, I think, it's cover most of the relevant use case that people have. But again, when we add the collaboration, so user can also add their own tags.
Gotcha. Okay. So you can kind of do whatever you want. You're not set into one thing. That's great.
Yeah. So this is the output, like I showed you before. This is I just shrink the row. I just set it to more to be
Like
much more
a better size.
Yeah, better size, because the video it's take like more space, so it will be a better size. And then if you scroll, so you can see like 2 or 3 video while you're scrolling down. So this is how people can interact with Qlik, and it's a good way because it's very we find it very easy to people, because it's one page and few elements, and they can understand, okay, so how I use the filter and how I use, it's like first step of using Qlik. So this help us a lot to implement.
Awesome. Great. How did you get the little icons next to the tags?
Yeah, next to the tag. So like I said, this is HTML. When the tags are a dimension, which I just concat to each video. We have multiple tags, so I just concat the tags, and just to present it with image. So I just add the image as the HTML. So you can see the source. The source is just the photo from my cloud. And this is one of the transformation. I just want to present to you what Cloudinary is doing. So this is the image. Okay.
Okay.
And it's a big one. So we don't want to present it so big. So we just can resize it. The width, we can control the width and the height. So I say that the width will be 10 pixels and the height will be 10 pixels, and then I got like a small.
Gotcha. We have a good question Does Cloudinary have like an icon library, or do you find these images yourself on the internet?
Well, no, Cloudinary don't have an icon, but just to say, let's show you how I found it. So I just go and say tag icon, and just okay. So the first one, copy the link of the image, upload, and then, like I said, I can. This is like tag 2. No, sorry, it's not working well when you hit this one. Yeah, so you need to take it from here, and I will erase this one. So I just take it from the internet, call it tag 2, and just in 2 seconds I have tag 2.
Okay.
So now if I want to use it in my application, so I just can go here and say I don't want to use the tag icon, I want to use this one, and it will go to my library, and since it, yeah.
Cool. Okay. Awesome.
And
put whatever you want.
Just for one use case, so we have a background of white and the color is that, so we can remove the background, we can do a lot of nice trick, but this is one of the use case. So we don't have an icon library, but I just go and find the right icon for me, and just go and bring it to my library, to my media library.
Okay, this is great. Okay,
so the second, 1 second.
Yeah, it is Appy hour, so we have to refuel.
Yeah. So the second use case, like I said, Cloudinary has a website, and we have a lot of web page. And one of the use cases that our product team came up with is that they want to understand better the user engagement of specific web page. So most of the pages in Cloudinary are tracked via Google Analytics, which means that each click of, like I showed you before, if I delete, if I download, so each action trigger an event that goes into Google Analytics, and then we can understand what action the user made in the media library or in any other page. So what they try to understand how they can better arrange a page. So what is the most popular spot where most of the click the user go to? So I will show you how it's look.
So you can like upload an image of your web page, and then you can show like where all the clicks are, where people are going, maybe where people are hovering over. There are other tools for this, but you can build this in Vizlib with Cloudinary, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So like you say, I go to vizlib.com and I just take a screenshot, upload this to my cloud, and then just present it as a background. And now what I try to visualize is every round here is just presented place that the user can click. So if it's like go to the homepage or download a template, and each round icon is presented the number. So for example, this is the number of click. So we can also present the number of users. So we can understand, okay, so how many users are interact with each place on the website, and we can understand, okay, how many clicks they are doing, and this is, we can present it as a single color, but also we can present it as a heat map. So we can understand, okay, this is the most popular place. So the number are, I got random numbers, so it's not something real, but this is the most relevant place for most of the people. And also, if one of the question was what is the most popular library, Vizlib library, so we can definitely say, okay, so Vizlib library and Vizlib collaboration, equal number of users are enter, but let's see, okay, so the number of click, we see that the library, the self-service is the most relevant one, the most popular one. So this will help, for example, Vizlib Designer to understand, okay, so what is the most popular place? So how did I do it? So first of all, this is a Vizlib Kpi Designer, and you can see we have 14 layers, which means that each object is a different layer, which allow me to just place it wherever I want. It allow me to drag in to any places on the page. So I have one layer for the background, and each one is a layer. So how did we present it in this type of way? So each layer is an image, and it take the blue circle that you saw before, and it is just doing some transformation. So the first one is just getting one of the measure when it's click, or it's the number of user, and it's printed as a layer on top of the image. The second thing that we are doing is controlling the opacity of the round table, of the round circle. So we have slider here, we have Vizlib slider, and we can just make it like more transparent if we want to see, okay, how the page look. And if we want, we can control the opacity of the round, and also we can play with the font size. So you see it's very responsive. It's presented live measure.
So how are the numbers getting updated? Where's the data coming from?
Yeah. So again, this I built like a really simple model layer that each round it's like a different event. So I get like I get the event ID, and then this is the description, if it's a logo, a homepage, or the download button, and then we have the measure. So in real life, we can just calculate it from a data set. So if it's like a aggregated function, like sum of number of clicks or sum of number of user, so we can just calculate it from the data set. But since it's a demo, so this is a fake data. So how each number is presented on the round circle. So we have here this is a function that basically provide a URL. So what you can see here, it's the URL, and then we have some of the transformation. So this is taking remove the background of the image, so it will be like transparent. And here there is a variable that controlling the opacity, and since we want to present it as a heat map, so we can change the color. So how we can change the color? So we have also another variable that present if it will be a single, so then it will be blue, and if it's not, so we have a ranking function for the event. So each event gets a different color by their order. So we have like 11 events, so we have different color from red to green. And then the how we print it, so this is controlling the overlay. So we present it as a text. So we, like I showed you before, we are controlling the font size, and then this is controlling if it will be presented for user or click, and then we have the aggregated function. So this is for event A1. So we are summing the number of user or summing the number of clicks, and this is basically built as a URL. So each one of them getting a different number from the different event and different color by the ranking, and then it allows us to explain to the product team, okay, so this is the most popular place on the page. Or, for example, if this was in the bottom, so maybe it's worth to make it on the top, so it will be more visible to people. So this is how we came up with this for our own use case. This helped us a lot. The flexibility that that Vizlib provides when you can just drag and drop layers when it's just an image, and also when you have a slider. So let's say that we have different user, and one want to see like, okay, I don't see well, so I just want to present it big, or I don't see what in the background, so I want to reduce the opacity of the image, and say, okay, so this is the number, and now I see what's in the back. So this helped us a lot and provide us really nice, beautiful user interface to the user.
I noticed in the URL for these the little icons, you have font size in there.
Yeah.
So then how can a slider control something that you've already kind of hard coded in? Could you show us how you did that?
Yeah. So the slider is controlling a variable. The variable is called font size, and it's from 0 to 100. So this is like I think it's the default preset. And what I done is just to embed the font size as a
variable.
Inside. So, for example, this is for now. I think it's like 62. You can see it here in the bottom, but you can just change it on the fly. So this is one of the functionality that we are allowing the user to change during the session. So if it's want to control the opacity, or if you want to see it as a single color, or if as a heat map, or if you want to see it in a bigger font size, we have a lot of feature in the URL, so we can control the font. So if it's Arial, or we have a bunch of different fonts, or if it will be bold or not, have many things that we can just put in the URL, and I said, it's very responsive. So it's not like that. It's take 5 minutes to generate those things. It's look like it's live. So every
Okay.
time it responds.
Very cool. And I'm guessing that for the Switch, you also have variables, so you can change like the coloring types and whatnot.
Sorry, what?
For the Switch, you also have variables.
Yeah. So this present as a single color or as a heat map, and also this as a click or as a user, because we would like to give the user the flexibility to choose if you want to see it like this or like this, or looking on this measure. We don't know what the user is interested in. So this allows us very easy to just to configure very easy, and just so it's a nice feature. I very like it.
Awesome. Okay, this is great. So you can use Cloudinary plus Vizlib to create two amazing features. One's a hit map, so you can see who's going to where on your website, and you created this with Cloudinary plus Vizlib Kpi Designer, the slider, and the switch. And you walked us through it. It's simple, it's effective. And then for the video embedder, if you don't want to, if you have a video on hand and you don't want to like upload it to another streaming service, make it public, and then post it on here, what you can do is upload it into Cloudinary and get that link, embed it into Qlik, and then use the Vizlib table. And then you can have a little mini video player plus the link in here. It makes things easier. And and your videos don't have to be public. You don't have to post it anywhere public in order to add in another, like a YouTube video player or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think that Qlik have a widget for a video player or a YouTube player. I'm not sure, but it's one single player. So here you can have like a gallery when you can see all the video that you have, so you don't need to see it one at a time.
Yeah, this is great because it's hard to upload a video. You can't upload a video into Qlik Sense. So this is a great workaround for this. Yeah, this is great. Now just to chat, like what's your favorite Vizlib feature that you often use, or is there anything that you think is really, really great and you want to show some of our watchers?
Well, I think that we are mostly used the not as an object, but as something that help us to just do whatever we want. We use the text object, which just allows us to run HTML, or we have a use case that we want to build a org chart for our customer. So we have Qlik Sense org chart, which is good, but it's limit. And then we go into the web and see, okay, what we have. We have like a Google chart, and we have a lot of other provider that provide you a solution. But then we choose the Google chart, and then you just in a few steps you take a JavaScript and HTML and just embed it, and then you have a really nice org chart that you can just customize with few action of few codes line of JavaScript or HTML, and this made us life very easy.
Yeah.
This was developed by a colleague of mine, not I did, but this is a very common use case. Yeah, but we really like the flexibility that we have with with, uh, with Vizlib. And I have to say that if it's something that we want a functionality that it's not included in the Vizlib, so you have the feature request on your website, and you are very communicative, and we having really good response service from you, and you're you're awesome.
Oh, thank you. And I think this is true. I'm sure someone will comment if it's not true. Is advanced text objects the first component that Vizlib created? This is what I remember hearing. So if I don't see any comments come in, I'm gonna say this is true. Yeah, another question is, so does Cloudinary use Qlik and plus Vizlib for internal analytics, or for your clients?
So most of the use that we are having with Vizlib is mostly internal.
Okay.
If we are providing dashboard for internal use, but we also have some dashboard that are have
Public facing?
no, it's not public facing, but we have like dashboard that are we have customer success manager that are facing customers, so they can just go and export according to a specific customer. So it's like built for just exporting. So
okay.
So our most of our usage, all of our usage is internal, but we are providing a dashboard that allows us our user to provide the customer in a few clicks the relevant data that they need.
Awesome. Great. That's good to hear that you guys actually use this, and we're hoping that you like it. And if you have any feature requests, please, you can tell us on the spot right now. Is there anything that you think could be better? Is there anything that you wish you could kind of change? Oh, I think Nuvo accidentally left. This also goes out to the guests too. Is there anything that you want to change, or anything that you think could be fixed? I'm gonna see where Nuvo is and try to get him back. Yeah. Does anyone have any questions for me? We can talk about anything. So today I was pouring orange juice, and I just figured out why OJ Simpson is called the juice. So oh, hey, Joe.
Hey, Jay. I saw it. I'm like, oh no, Levo just dropped out. Why OJ's called the juice?
Yeah, I just figured it out.
Okay. Maybe that's one for Nevo. We'll add him back in here.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
No, that's so okay. It's so easy to drop out because the interface is much different. Yeah, we were talking about feature requests. Is there anything that you'd be great? Oh, someone has a really great comment. This is Corey. Can you embed videos in Vizlib tiles?
Well, I think that Vizlib tiles is part of the
self-service. Yeah.
Self-service. I think that we can. We don't have the self-service package installed, but I think that like I showed you, it's very easy to take. Like if it's allowed to embed HTML, which I think it can. So if I think it's present in a default, it can present the image, so it can present a video also. But I can check it.
Cool. So like if it uses HTML, then you can put in Cloudinary video. Awesome. Okay, that's great. But yeah, Joe said he's not certain, but he'll check. So we can also check that too. But yes, feature requests. Is there anything you think we can change, or like something random that you want to add? Maybe a random chart that you think is so cool that needs to be added.
Or I don't have any feature requests because I think that no, I don't have any. I think that one of the things that I asked Vizlib, but they told me it's not possible since they are using Qlik. It's like most of the time we are using the count distinct as a default aggregation, and since you have the sum, the count, but you don't have count distinct, so you always need to count and then to enter and write the distinct. So if it will be like additional function, so it will be great. It will save me, I think, like a lot of time, but it will be nice.
To have that function. I think that's a Qlik function. I don't know if we can change it. I wonder if in our tables, if that's changeable. Yeah, like a shortcut, count distinct something. Yeah, I think that would be great. What I've always thought was the brushing technique. I wish Qlik had a brushing technique. So that means, you know how in Qlik, when you click on something, it just zooms onto that one thing. Like if you have a bar chart and you click on it, it will only go to that. It will go to that one single bar. I'd love it if it was highlighted so that if you click on a bar, it just highlights that one bar and it leaves everything else, because it gives you more context. But these are Qlik feature requests. This is something we can bring up to them. We can just write a long list of things and then tape it on their door.
Yeah, but I think that since you have a continual release of new version, so it's really great, and I think that you have the how it's called, like there isn't a object in the Vizlib library. I think it's how it's called. Let me. It's Ridgeline. Yeah.
Oh, the Ridgeline plot. Yeah, that's new. Yeah,
Yes.
we've heard good things about it. Yeah, and if you in the future, if you do have any feature requests, or if anyone does, we have a feature requesting page on our community. It's easy to go to. You go to vizlib.com, and then you can get there through our community, I want to say.
Yeah.
So you can head into there. Anything that you want to change, or anything totally new, totally like imaginative that you think would be a great ad, post that in there. And yeah, people might see it, and then
I have I think that for the Vizlib KPI that I present.
Yeah.
So each icon you can just drag and resize it in the UI, but you can also control it. I think if you scroll to the top, to the bottom, you have like a like a number. So if it can be controlled as a variable. So let's say I want to all of my objects to be on the same side. So it will be nice.
Oh, okay. So like a snapping feature almost. Say like I want everything to the left, or I want everything here. Okay, yeah, that's good for design and keeping everything straight and making sure everything looks good.
Also straight, but also on the same side.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. That makes sense. That is a great feature request. We will bring that up to Liron, who is our product manager, who's also based in Israel. Great. Okay. Thanks for coming on. It was lovely to have you. Thanks for teaching us so many things. You gave me and Joe some ideas for our apps and embedding videos. So yeah, this was great. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
How do you say cheers in Hebrew?
L'chaim.
Oh, L'chaim. Okay, I should have known that one. I see it in movies. Cool. Yes, L'chaim.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was great. If anyone else, or customers, or just people interested in Vizlib wants to join, yeah, Nevo, we love the confidence. We love that you just came to us and you asked us to join. We're happy to do that. We love people coming on. We love enthusiasm. Thanks for coming on. It's been great having you. Yeah, and we love all the positivity. So thanks again.
You're
And yeah,
welcome.
bye everyone.
Bye-bye.